Well, I think we've sat around and watched these other cities grow and have a little boom in population and industry, and it's just we're due to a little growth here. This would be an ideal opportunity for some industry to come into this land. We hate to pass up this opportunity at all.
Now, do you think that it would be good for residential as well as industry?
Oh yes, we'd welcome residential areas too.
Now, has there been any feeling at all about the possibility of the prisoners escaping? Have you felt this at all?
No, we're just accustomed to this, and nobody around here gets too concerned about the prisoners escaping.
You don't feel, though, that if Dallas County did put a prison farm out here, that the citizens would be concerned of the prisoners getting out, so to speak?
I haven't heard any word mentioned of it. It's just, I'm sure it'll be curtailed the same as it is now.
We believe that until these colleges in this cluster concept are able to actually put in a business administration program, which is more aligned to the needs of industry, it's going to be rather difficult for the college graduates in these schools to find their proper place in industry. Industry, of course, is searching diligently for these graduates now to go into their businesses, and we can find the students that are qualified for employment, but we're having more difficulty in finding the Negro student who is actually qualified to advance in these companies. Now, this is a rather general statement, I know, and of course industry is not too experienced in this area because it's only been in recent years that industry has really made a real fight to get these college graduates from these predominant Negro schools to work.
Is industry now going to try to help the colleges be able to meet the needs?
Yes, it was our finding that it would be impossible, we believe, for the college itself to really do the job that the college graduate needs to have done for him while he's in school to actually fit into the industry picture.
Yes, Vern. I think that by making the by spending less money with each team, I think that more franchises are interested in coming back in. You know, I think we can run on the money we're spending now. We can run for 3 years, compared with only one year last year. So obviously more people are interested, and the standard of soccer is just as good, if not better, in Dallas, I hope. But I think it looks very rosy for the future.
I know that since your arrival in this country, you've probably answered this question that I'm about to ask 100 times, but obviously, you know, soccer is the world game. We know that. And yet there are those who would say that here in the United States it can never succeed, as it does throughout the world, because we have professional football.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the competition between pro football and soccer, and do you still think that in light of that soccer can succeed?
Oh, I think that there's room for all sports in the United States. You've also got professional baseball and basketball, and obviously this makes it more difficult for soccer to succeed because everybody's got their own interest. But I still feel that there's room for soccer, and as far as playing the game, of course, there's many people who can't play football, many boys who can't play football, but are very skillful athletes. And of course, soccer lends itself to all these other boys that who don't grow big enough, if you like, or tall enough, or heavy enough to play the game of football. They can play soccer. So,
are you on any kind of a timetable? In other words, have you given yourself X number of years to see if it succeeds, and if not, then?
Well, I've given 2 years of very hard work in the United States, and this is one reason why I'm still here. I believe in the game. I believe in the product we're selling is a great product, and I think it'll take years, but I'm closer to it, Brian, and you know, I can see the little boys, and I can see the parents watching the little boys playing, you know, and I can see the understanding. I meet many people involved in soccer that are beginning to appreciate the game, appreciate the skills, and it can only go up. For 1 year.
Is that right?
This time, yeah. And we can still do a good job of it, you know. It's still good soccer. In fact, the soccer, you know, is better than it was before.
That's right.
You know? So, this is the players want it, you know.
Well, you know, snap will go.